Native speakers are not saying every word clearly. And that is exactly why understanding spoken English feels like completely impossible.
Welcome back to English Unfiltered. I mean, we are jumping right in today for this deep dive because honestly, this topic changes everything about how we learn.
It really does because, as a learner, you always assume you're just bad at listening, like you were missing something super obvious.
Right. You think fluent speakers have this superpower, like a perfect internal microphone that just catches every single syllable.
Exactly. And so you try to do that. You try to hear every single word, translate the sentence, figure out the grammar, all in real time.
Which is a trap. It is a total mental exhaustion trap. I mean, it's literally an impossible task.
It's like imagine standing in a huge rainstorm and trying to catch every single drop of water in your hands.
Oh, wow. That is a really good visual.
Right. And while you are standing there, hyper-focused on one missed drop, maybe like a preposition you didn't quite hear, the conversation just keeps moving.
A whole bucket of water just pours over your head.
Yeah, and you completely freeze.
You freeze because you panic. But here's the massive secret that nobody tells learners. Native speakers are not playing that game.
Wait, what do you mean they aren't playing the game?
They aren't frantically trying to catch every drop of water. They actually aren't hearing every word at all. They're just predicting them.
Okay, hold on. Predicting. Because that makes it sound a lot like guessing. And if I just randomly guess in a new language, I am going to end up in some really awkward social situations.
Oh my God, for sure. But it is not a random guess. It's a highly educated prediction based on context and patterns. It's like meaning chunks.
Meaning chunks. Okay. Break that down for me.
So native speakers regularly miss words. They completely ignore small grammar details. Because if someone starts saying, hey, I need to brush your brain doesn't wait to hear the word teeth.
Right. It just fills it in. It anticipates the destination before the car even gets there.
Exactly. And this is the part that honestly blows my mind. There was this wild experiment where they took recordings of natural conversations, cut out individual words, and played them back by themselves.
Just single words floating in isolation.
Yes. And native speakers could not identify what the word was nearly 50% of the time.
Wait, 50%? That is actually insane.
I know. It proves that without context, the sounds we make are just acoustic mush. We process chunks of meaning, not perfect audio signals.
It's like reading a sentence where all the vowels have been removed. You don't actually need every single letter to understand the shape of the word.
That is so true. The context does all the heavy lifting for you, which means native speakers can just discard the mumbled syllables and stay totally relaxed.
And that totally redefines what fluency actually is. I mean, fluency isn't having flawless hearing.
Not at all. Fluency is predictive understanding. It is having a high tolerance for missing information.
Which should be a massive relief for you listening right now. Like, improving your English isn't about training your ears to catch more words.
No, it's about trusting your brain to understand the situation without needing every single piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. So the next time you panic in a conversation, ask yourself, did you actually lose the core meaning, or are you just obsessing over a word you didn't even need?
Such a good point. But it does leave us with a pretty wild question to think about as we wrap up.
Oh, I love a good wild question. Hit me.
Well, if native speakers are constantly filling in the blanks based on context, essentially hallucinating parts of sentences to make them coherent.
Oh, wow. Hallucinating sentences. That is a crazy way to put it.
Right. But think about it. How much of what we actually hear in our native language every single day is real audio? And how much is just our own brain talking to itself?
That is definitely going to keep me up at night.